Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we're looking at a paper trending on X, published on February 25th, 2026, about 5 days ago. It uncovers a critical bias where models focus almost entirely on the first sentence of a caption and introduces a new approach called DeBias-CLIP that solves this issue without needing any extra trainable parameters. The paper is titled, "Clip is Short-Sighted, Paying Attention Beyond the First Sentence." And as we'll see later, the results are really impressive, showing that simple changes to how we handle text can lead to massive gains in performance. Figure 1 illustrates the core problem with existing models and how DeBias-CLIP fixes it. On the left, the bar chart tracks retrieval performance on the DaCi benchmark. Notice how the standard long clip model, in blue, crashes if we simply move or remove the first sentence, proving it relies on that opening shortcut. The graph in the bottom middle confirms this mechanism, as long CLIP's attention drops steeply after the early tokens. To fix this, the right side shows the new strategy, removing the summary sentence, shuffling the rest, and adding padding tokens, which forces the model to process details throughout the entire caption. Well, Figure 2 quantifies this sensitivity directly. Here, the researchers prepend dummy padding sentences, like simply repeating, "This is a photo," before the actual caption, which pushes the meaningful content deeper into the context window. As the number of padding sentences increases along the x-axis, retrieval performance significantly degrades. The effect is particularly drastic for the SIG-LIP models, shown in red and green, which see their accuracy crater as soon as the relevant text is no longer at the very start. While Figure 2 demonstrated the model's weakness to position, Table 1 reveals the structural source of this bias in the data itself. The top section lists standard short text benchmarks like Coco and Flickr 30K, with average lengths of just 15 tokens. In contrast, the bottom rows detail long text datasets like Urban 1K and DaCi, where captions exceed 100 tokens. Crucially, look at the example captions on the right. The opening sentences are bolded to show they act as summaries. Because these datasets consistently place a high-level overview at the start, they inadvertently teach models to ignore the fine-grained details that follow. So to counter that dataset bias, Table 2 outlines the specific augmentation strategy used in DeBias-CLIP. The top row depicts a standard training caption, where the summary sentence, S1, appears immediately after the start token. In contrast, the bottom row shows the new approach. Here, the researchers completely remove that summary sentence to prevent shortcuts. They also insert random padding tokens at the start and shuffle the remaining sentences, seen here as S4 before S2, which forces the model to search for information anywhere in the context window. Alright, following that strategy, Table 3 presents the quantitative results on standard long text benchmarks. The table is divided into two parts, covering the volume B16 backbone on top and the larger VITL14 below. In both sections, DeBias-CLIP achieves state-of-the-art performance, marked in bold. Look at the Urban 1K column for the base model. It hits 93% text-to-image accuracy, significantly outperforming SmartClip and leaving the original long clip far behind. This consistent lead across datasets confirms that forcing the model to read beyond the first sentence yields massive gains. Well, Table 5 dissects these gains with an ablation study, systematically adding each component to the baseline. The most striking finding appears in the third row, labeled "No Summary." Here, simply removing that first sentence causes long text retrieval on Urban 1K to jump from about 80% to nearly 93%, effectively proving the shortcut hypothesis. However, the final row shows that adding token padding is crucial for the short text datasets on the left. It pushes Coco accuracy to 43%, ensuring the model remains versatile across all caption lengths. So, while Table 5 proved the method works, Figure 9 visualizes exactly how it changes the model's focus. The chart tracks the mean attention weight on the vertical axis against token position on the horizontal. Notice the blue line for long clip. It dives downwards immediately, revealing that the model stops paying attention after the first 50 tokens. In contrast, the orange line for DeBias-CLIP stays flat across the entire sequence. This confirms that the model now treats late details as equally important, effectively curing the short-sightedness. Wrapping up, two key takeaways stand out. Standard training data often teaches models to be lazy readers, but DeBias-CLIP fixes this by forcing attention across the full text. Achieving state-of-the-art results without extra parameters, it proves that smarter data curation is essential for handling complex, dense descriptions. That's it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Thanks for listening.